Okay. We're gonna get going right now. I like your your Fuki.
Oh, thank you. I forgot I had him up there.
Yeah. But welcome to Sketchalog, the show where I catalog the heroes, villains, monsters, and other creatures I see on these Twitch streets. I'm joined by my lovely guest here. Would you like to introduce yourself? Give us your name, what kind of content you make, and how long you've been streaming for.
Hello, my name is Selene. I am a Pegasus VTuber and I play a lot of Pokemon, TCG, and other content as well. Um, yeah, I've been streaming for about, let's see, so as a VTuber, over 3 years. And for Twitch in general, 4 or 5 years, because I used to
Wow.
do Savage content on Twitch as a FF Raider.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So, I guess the first question after the introduction is, how familiar are you with VTubing in the wider community? Is this more of just a anonymity thing, or would you consider yourself more of a mega fan of VTubers?
So I was a really big fan of VTubers before I became one. I kind of like I went more into the VTuber realm instead of face cam stuff because before VTubing I did a lot of cosplay content and things like that, and I kind of got tired of like having my IRL face everywhere because I did have to deal with like a couple of stalkers every now and then. And I just kind of loved the fact that it's like artists are able to do a lot with a VTuber. You're able to kind of like be whatever you want to be as a VTuber. And I kind of love that fact. Like, I think it's a really cool thing, and I love supporting artists in general. And so I felt like it was like kind of the perfect mesh of both worlds.
Sure. And so, now you're good. How did you come up with this lovely design here that you've got?
So this is my 2.0 model. I originally was I was a Pegasus before. My design before was much more cloud motif, so I had a lot more association with like clouds and things like that. For my 2.0, I wanted to have something that was more astrology based because I am a practicing witch. I do divination magic, tarot cards, things like that. And I wanted to have something that kind of represented more of like the witchy vibes with it. So like we worked together. I came up with a concept. Someone drew up the base concept, and then I worked with my model parents to kind of do the rest. I believe I had like a 33-page document with all the details that I wanted and liked.
Wow.
Like a good chunk of a good chunk of like stuff to do type of thing. And they kind of like blew it out of the water. I freaking love them. My model parents are fantastic. Every little detail point on my VTuber is like purposeful for where it's at, and I love that.
Awesome, awesome. And do you want to give him a shout out while you're on the show?
Yeah. So my model Papa is KH. He actually did the rigging for one of Vexoria's new models, and he's working on a couple of other people's models that I know. Then my mama is Ebby, or she goes by Diana on Twitter. If you check out my Twitter, they're both linked in my bio as well. And they're both like super talented. They're very, very full on commissions now. I think like when I messaged them about an outfit or like a potential new model thing, it wouldn't be until September of next year that they were free.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, everyone really loves the bounciness of KH's rigging, and Ebby's artwork is just freaking stunning. Like she does such a good job.
Awesome, awesome. And while we're talking about your design, would you like to go over kind of a little bit of your lore of real quick? Kind of give us maybe like the elevator pitch of that.
Yeah, I can definitely do that. So, my lore is that I originally started off as a Pegasus. I did not have my horn or anything like that. I gained my powers through a sash because people kind of took advantage of me, and a witch basically approached me and was like, "Hey, here's something that you can do. Like, here's like a way to like kind of continue living so you don't perish," type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it now ties me to a shop called the Wandering Star, and that the door appears to those who have a great desire or a wish, but everything comes at a cost. So I'm a very morally gray type of character with lore wise, where everyone has to pay some kind of price. There's no like, no one gets a freebie in this world, basically.
Sure. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah. And the lore video was done by an amazing artist. I have it listed on my YouTube as well, and they did like an absolute amazing job with it.
Cool. And then kind of going into like lore a bit more. What do you think that it's better? I guess maybe not better, but do you prefer lore to be more simple or more complex?
I think you can do a lot with simple lore. I don't think you need to have like overly complex lore to be successful, especially in the VTubing sphere. I have some friends where their lore is just I'm a cat, and they're absolutely amazing, fantastic.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people sometimes put a little bit too much weight on like the lore concepts and everything sometimes, where it's like you can just have fun with it. Like that's the nice part with being a VTuber is you can have fun with it. You can be as complicated or less complicated as you want to be, design wise and lore wise. And I think that's one of my favorite things with the VTubing sphere is there's a lot of creativity in the VTubing sphere, and people have like all sorts of ideas that I would have never thought of, and
Right.
I find that fascinating.
Yeah, definitely. And then, what do you think about the idea of like VTubers being in character, kind of playing into their lore and then sort of tying it to their streaming personalities?
I think it's once again, I think it's like very much like a comfortability level type of thing. So for some people, they much rather be a character on the screen versus like their IRL self. And I feel like it kind of mirrors the cosplay realm in that way as well. Because you'll have some people where if they're in a certain costume, they are that character. Like they're not really breaking character. And I appreciate people that can do that type of thing. Like for me, I am very much who I am as a person is who I am on the screen. There's very little that I am different in an IRL standpoint. I guess like the biggest difference is that I'm a little bit more quiet when I first meet people IRL.
Right.
And that's just because I tend to watch and like try to figure out people before I like start speaking. And that's probably also the autism and needing to like kind of know what's going on before like interjecting myself into a conversation.
Yeah, of course.
But I think like being in character is totally fine for like if that's what makes someone comfortable. I'm glad that's what makes them comfortable, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And then, did you always have this idea for your lore like set in stone, or has it kind of evolved over time?
It's kind of evolved over time. It has some connection to like IRL events that happened to me where I had some people that I thought were friends that then kind of took advantage of me in ways. And it's kind of gotten to the point now where I love meeting people and I love like getting to know people, but I am guarded in certain factions of my life because of that thing that happened. And that's kind of like, I feel happens with everyone, is that life affects you in different ways. I try not to let it affect me too negatively. Like I still want to get to know people, meet people, etc. But the lore kind of did build on its own, because at first I was just a Pegasus. I didn't really think much of my lore. I didn't really think much of like like what I wanted my lore wise to be.
Yeah.
That was something that came more with my 2.0 that I started thinking more.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, kind of going to like other VTuber designs. What's sort of something that makes you like stop and like stop scrolling and take a look at it? You know, kind of. What's the thing you really love about a VTuber design?
Oh, I love unique designs. Like, if I've not seen, like if it's an animal, I rarely see that someone's like a basing a VTuber around. I will like stop and check that out. Or if it's something like I'm passionate about, like I've seen someone who's like a carousel horse VTuber, and I'm a really big fan, and I'm a really big fan of like carousel horses.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like that's kind of what draws me is like if I like am going around and I see someone and I'm like, oh, that's not an animal I've ever seen a VTuber of, or though that's not a creature I've ever seen like a VTuber of.
Mm-hmm.
I will like kind of stop and check out their content because I'm like, ooh, this is like interesting. I want to see how they like incorporate different designs. Like there's also like a Kelpie VTuber, which I like. Kelpie lore is really freaking cool too.
Yeah.
And that like I know there's a Selkie VTuber is also really cool lore, and I just love getting to see those types of like creative things where it's like I don't know what I would do with that concept, so I want to see what you would do with that concept.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I get that. Do you have any specific examples? Maybe you want to name drop anybody?
So the Selkie VTuber is Murky. Murky is like fantastic. What's another one that I really really love the design of? Um, hmm. Like I will say like what's another one? Juzo has a really cool design too. Like Juzo's a friend of mine and his design is pretty freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very like demonic like Shinigami design, and he has like cool points like a bone tail, things like that. Like I love like cool little different elements I wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for
But
sure.
I have so many VTubing friends. It's so hard to like like my friend KB, she's fantastic. She is a puka VTuber, which is like a type of Celtic fae lore. And
Oh,
her
okay.
design's really freaking cool.
Yeah.
And I love like her little design points because like she's a puka, but she's also can like because of like the puka design, she can kind of have like a lot to do with like raccoons and stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. I'm like, dude, I love that it's like multifaceted.
Yeah, definitely. Um, so say you just woke up back to the day you decided to become a VTuber, and everything after that had all just been one big dream. What would you want to do anything differently?
Oh, I don't think I would because I'm very much a firm believer of even the bad things still kind of get you to where you are today.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I had like the foresight to know some things, there are some things of course like I think anyone would change where it's like okay, like this is something I know that's going to affect me or something that's going to affect my friends, and so I kind of have like that upper hand heads up about it.
Sure.
But I'm also a firm believer of like the ripple effect. So me changing one thing could mean that I'm never friends with those people, with like the friends I have now.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah.
And so I don't think I'd really change anything. I think I would just approach things in a certain things in a more cautious fashion, I guess would be the best way of putting it.
Okay. Yeah. Right. That's a very interesting answer to that question, Avery. I like that. What is it that you like most about streaming?
I like that as someone who has like disabilities and I have like immuno issues and chronic illness issues. The thing I love with streaming is that I can kind of do this on my schedule. So if I'm having like a bad health day or I'm sick or things like that, I can just kind of make up for it in my own time without having to worry about like a boss essentially like breathing down my neck about not doing work, X, Y, and Z. Like I'm always working, even when I'm sick. I literally streamed the day after I had a surgery last month. Uh, I shouldn't have, but I did. But I think that that's kind of a big thing for me because it's hard for me to have like normal jobs because of my illnesses and such.
Yeah. Sure.
And the job market is also just so freaking difficult
Awful.
right now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think like having that ability to like kind of be like, hey, I'm not feeling well today. I'm going to take the day off. I'm going to be back tomorrow is kind of like a freaking like wonderful thing that I can do because I don't have to worry about like someone basically firing me from my job because I am my own boss technically, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. The CEO of Twitch isn't going to get on your case about like calling out
No.
sick.
If
Yeah,
he does, I'd be very surprised he's in my DMs. I'd be like, "What are you doing here?"
yeah, yeah. And then, is there anything that you wish you could do more of? Anything that's like maybe either you just haven't had the time or the means to do something like that?
More music-based things. I'm working on a cover right now, and there's a lot of music things I want to work on. It's more of like just a financial thing,
Ah, right. Yeah, I
where
get
it's like,
that.
do I have enough money to like afford this mixing or afford this like this instrumental to be done and things like that. So that's something I would really love to do more of is more like musically inclined things because I love singing. I'm always singing in some way, shape, or form. And I would also like to do more big events again. I used to do a lot of big events. And then I kind of had to ease up when my health got really bad
Right.
before the surgery. But now that I'm recovered from the surgery, I am planning on trying to do some like end of the year holiday type events once I'm done with TwitchCon, and it's been a busy month. I just got back from an anime tattoo convention. Next weekend is TwitchCon, and then
Yep.
2 weekends after that, I have another convention I'm going to in
Woof.
person. So my month is very busy.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow. What would you say is your least favorite part about streaming?
My least favorite part. Oh, I would say volat the volatile nature that Twitch can have sometimes, like as far as them trying to fix something and then breaking something else is very stressful.
Right.
And I always feel bad for people who are like in the middle of like partner pushes or things like that where they need that like consistency and then something breaks
Right.
and it
Yeah.
kind of puts them back to square one. That's like my biggest pet peeve with Twitch is the volatile nature of like them trying to fix stuff sometimes because they just majorly mess it up sometimes real bad.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
oh,
then,
excuse me.
is there anything that, if you had the means to do so, that you would like never have to do again? Like, if you could pay somebody to do something for you, what would that be for you?
Oh God. If I could pay someone a living wage to basically just manage me and like take care of all of my things for me, I think I would do that. I've had some rough managers. So I'm a little manager gun shy. So
Sure. Yeah.
if I had like someone that I could fully trust that would like manage and take care of my things, I think I would like 100% pay someone to do that. But I want to pay them like a living wage where they didn't have to worry about managing anyone else. It could be like they can just focus on me without having to worry about like a source of income.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Um. So, do you think having a major social media presence is necessary for growth on here, or do you think that it is possible to just be that one person who kind of logs on every day, hits stream, and then is able to grow naturally from that?
So the nature of the beast with Twitch is visibility. And I feel like you do have to have like a social media presence on more than just Twitch because Twitch visibility is not the best. It's very hard to like get new people in on Twitch, even if you're streaming every day, because Twitch is very like consistency based, but it's also you have to hit like certain metrics, I believe, before they like kind of start promoting you and recommended and things like that. Like you have to be streaming for like 4 hours, and then it goes up like I think every 2 hours after that for how much they promote you on recommendeds. I think having a social media presence on other platforms is a very important thing to have. Um, Now, social media presence on one platform does not translate to Twitch all the time either. And it's a lot of like there's a lot of analytics that I don't think a lot of people realize when you're like a full-time content creator as well. Like if you're not consistently posting or doing things, you fall out of the algorithm so fast.
Mm.
Twitch is very much like I think it's like if every 7 days you don't stream, it kind of resets your place in the algorithm.
Oh.
And or so I've been told. I've been told by that by like a couple of managers. And you kind of do that. Where you have to kind of like if you need a reset, you kind of like can wait those days, and the reset can help sometimes. But Twitch is very weird with their algorithm. It's very complex. TikTok's worse. TikTok's algorithm I still don't understand to this day.
Yeah, definitely.
TikTok confuses me.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
it's definitely, I think you need to at least have some kind of media presence to like get to know people, because 99% of VTubing, and I feel like streaming in general, is a lot of networking.
Mm. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Networking is a huge thing.
Yeah. For sure. So I know you said you play some games, but do you have anything on the top of your streaming bucket list? Anything that's like either coming out or you've kind of been eyeing for a while? Anything like that?
Now that my CPU is fixed, I'm going to be playing Silent Hill F at some point. Because my CPU was broken and I had to buy a whole brand new one last week.
Oof.
So I'm going to be playing Silent Hill F. I really want the new Digimon game. I just can't afford it right now. $70 for a game is so much money.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to play Silent Hill F. That's a big one. Because I've had a lot of friends that have played it, and they've had like a great time with it story-wise, and I'm like, oh yes, please, I want to do that.
Yeah. And then, do you have any games that are sort of blacklisted from your channel? Either you think you couldn't make any kind of good content with them, or you just don't want to play them?
That's a hard one. I don't think there's really any that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm pretty open for trying a lot of different games. There is one that we stopped playing because my community expressed uncomfortability with it, and that was Mortuary Assistant, because it has some darker tones to it,
right?
In different ways. And I've already kind of told them I've already kind of told those same community members hey, Silent Hill F also has some pretty dark tones. So when I'm playing that, if you need to walk away or just lurk, totally fine. But I feel like that, I would even try going back to Mortuary Assistant as long as I have fair warning, because I think the biggest issue with Mortuary Assistant is I didn't know that was something that was going to pop up in the game.
Ah, I see.
I was not aware until it happened on screen, and then I'm just like, oh Jesus.
Yeah, no kidding.
But I'm pretty open to trying a lot of games. I think there are the one big no-go for me is Valorant. I won't play Valorant.
That's fair.
I've had bad experiences with it, and it's kind of left a sour taste in my mouth, so I won't play it on stream.
Right, okay. Yeah, that's definitely fair.
Mm.
Who would you say is your Oshi or Oshis?
Oh Lord. Iron Mouse was one of the big ones I first started watching, because she also struggles with a lot of illnesses and things like that, and I saw a lot of inspiration in the fact that she could do it with all of it's with how extreme her illnesses and things are. Another big one is I love K9 Kuro. He's great. Michi. Merryweather is also a big Oshi of mine. I love watching Merryweather's stuff. I have so much admiration for so many VTubers. It's so hard to narrow it down to one.
Yeah, of course.
But I think Merryweather is a pretty big one for me, and I know Iron Mouse for sure, and Michi.
Yeah, okay.
It's hard to pick.
Of course, yeah, definitely. And then who would you do you have a dream collab partner, the kind of the collab partner that you'd want to have on just regardless of their size or your size, anything like that?
someone I think I would have a lot of fun playing with, and I think I would get along with really well is Amelie.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like we both kind of have the similar chaotic energy.
Mm-hmm.
And I have had so much scuff in my VTubing life. I feel like we could connect on a spiritual level in that matter.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Like, I'm just used to... I have, like, 2 or 3 friends that are literally my tech support friends that I call when I'm having issues. Or I'm like, guys, it's broken. I think those are, like... That's, like, a big person I think I would have a lot of fun, like, collabing with.
Yeah, I can see that, definitely. And then, who, like, from a viewer perspective, like an audience member, who is a dream collab you'd want to see, like, between 2 other creators?
Oh. That's the hard thing, is, like, a lot of the creators I like have collabed together.
Yep, that is true, yeah.
Like, I feel like, especially in this last year,
Mm-hmm.
I have seen so many people I never thought I would see in a collab together. So it's hard for me to really think of one for that, because they've kind of already done it.
Sure, yeah.
Like, I've seen Michi, like, collab with, like, Kuro, which was already, like, a dead giveaway that they were going to collab together.
Yeah.
They have, like, a song together and such.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I think I've already, like, kind of seen a lot of people I admire to, like, collab together, and it's been really fun collabs to see.
Yeah, sure. Okay, who would you put on the Mount Rushmore of VTubing? The 4 VTubers that you think kind of stand at as like the most important or iconic, whatever word you want to use for it.
Well, Iron Mouse needs to be one of them, of course. Like,
Yep.
I think Iron Mouse was kind of the introduction for a lot of people to VTubing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, who would the other 3 be? That's hard. Oh god, I don't know. There's so many.
And you can do it. I know you can.
I gotta think, because there's a lot of people.
Yeah, of course.
Mousie's done some really great stuff, so Mousy, obviously. Who are some other ones that would be really... I feel like, oh god. It's gotta be one of the HoloLive girlies, because they've done a lot as well.
Yeah.
So... One of the HoloLive's girlies, probably Galgura. Like, a lot of people's introduction into VTubing was also, like, Galgura.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I know the company's not great, they've still, like, done enough to be recognizable. I feel like Rosemi from, like, Niji Sanji would probably be one of them, because Niji Sanji was also, like, a big way people were introduced into VTubing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, the last one was just because, like, I was a big fan of him as Fulgur Ovid. I love Fu-chan.
Yeah, okay. Awesome. That's a very
Not to be in one collab with him and kind of lost my mind quietly in the background.
Yeah. I gotta
was like,
know.
Oh my god, it's Fu-chan.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I kind of know what that's like. Ugh. So, kind of beyond the more obvious issues like dramatic behind-the-scenes behavior or kind of corporate meddling, what do you think the VTuber community needs improvement on?
I think a lot of problems in the VTubing sphere could be solved with communication.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not gonna get like super into anything because I don't like getting involved in things.
Yeah, of course.
I feel like a lot of issues that I've seen have been things that could be resolved by like talking to one another and communicating. But I know that that's hard. Communication's like a very scary thing sometimes, but I feel like sometimes it's definitely a needed thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where if someone's done something that upsets you, like, I think the communication is needed to kind of like help that situation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
That's a big one that I think like communication would help a lot of issues within the VTubing sphere.
Oh yeah, for sure. Um. I know you said you're kind of you got a solid con lineup for the next couple of weeks. What did you say? What is your like overall experience with conventions, and what's your favorite
Oh,
part
I
of
love
them?
them. I love conventions. I used to work a booth at conventions. I used to own my own booth.
Mm-hmm.
I love the convention scene. I love being able to like meet my community members and meet new people. Oh, I think my Beaver wrote or my VTube studio thingies.
Yeah.
Why did it disconnect? I didn't have an internet blink.
That is very strange. Yeah.
It might take a minute for me to come back. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Ah, there you are. Okay.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah. Get out of your menu and get out of your Fugi. All right. You were saying about conventions and.
Oh, yeah. I love getting to be able to meet like my community members, get to meet other VTubing peeps and fans. I think like one thing I love with the VTubing sphere is that you can do meet and greets in a more digital range as well.
Yeah.
So if I can't make it physically to a convention for like any multitude of reasons, I can at least still like attend virtually and like still meet community members, hang out, do things like that.
Yeah, sure.
That's something I love, is that I'm actually able to like meet people even if I'm having like if I'm like medically unable to come.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And then have you done any like meet and greets, and like what's the kind of experience like with that?
I've done quite a couple of meet and greets at this point, actually. I've done like quite a few virtual meet and greets, and I've had a great time with them. I get to meet like a lot of new people. I've gotten to kind of meet people that maybe didn't know a lot about VTubing. One of my favorite things is when I'll meet someone, they'll see me on a screen, but not realize that I can see them.
Right, okay.
Because they think it's just like an anime girl on a screen. And then I'm suddenly saying hello to them. And just the freaking like response you get sometimes is really funny. Like I had like there was like one woman, she was there with her daughter. And her daughter like stopped to stare at me at a booth. And I have like a waving type toggle, and I'm just like, hi, and she was wearing I think she was wearing like an Elsa costume or something. I was like, I like your Elsa costume, and the mom did like the hardest double take at the screen. And she was like, wait, you could see us? I was like, yeah, no, I'm like, I'm a real person. I'm not animated. Like, I'm animated, but I'm real behind an anime character.
Yeah.
And I think it's always fun getting to explain VTubing to people that have never experienced it, because they're just like, oh my god, that's so freaking cool.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's like, yeah, no, it's a really cool way of like being able to express yourself.
Absolutely. So where would you like to be in like a year, or even like 5 years time?
Hopefully still VTubing. I feel like in 5 years I'll probably have a 3.0 by then, if I have the money for it. I would like to continue to like grow my community and have more people within my community, because a big thing I like doing is making sure people feel welcome in my community. I'm very welcoming to like a lot of walks of life, and I feel like VTubing is something that anyone can do. You don't have to have like a big fancy model in order to start VTubing. Like you can have like a PNG, you can have a 3D model, you can have like pre-mades as long as you have permission to use those on stream.
Yeah.
You can do a lot with within VTubing, and I feel like it's a good way for people that maybe want to start streaming to start streaming, because it's not quite as intimidating, because there's so many like ways you can start as a VTuber.
Yeah, of course. And then, do you have any kind of outlandish or maybe even selfish goals for your streaming career? The kind of stuff that maybe you don't really want to like kind of express anywhere, but like in the back of your mind, you're still kind of thinking about it, like a brand deal, any kind of big like projects, anything,
Oh, God.
any stuff like that.
One day I would love to have my own plushie. That's like a big one. I would love to have a plushie of my familiar Starly. Um, I think another thing, I would just love to like participate in more concerts, I guess, like kind of do my own concert at some point. I feel like that's kind of like a little selfish thing I have, is like I would love to like be in a concert one day.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. And then finally, what would you say is your hottest VTuber take?
Huh. I don't I don't really have like a lot of hot takes, because I feel like most of my hot takes are just very generic takes. Like they're not really hot. They're very lukewarm at most.
Okay.
Like communication needs to be done by a lot more people. I feel like is one of my hotter ones, because some people are like, "Well, I don't want to talk to them." It's like, "Okay, but nothing gets solved unless you talk to someone."
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
So
hey,
I feel like that's like one of my hotter ones. It's communication, which isn't even that hot.
yeah, still.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. So next up is the content lightning round. Here I'll give you a popular kind of VTuber content, and I want your gut feeling about them, either from the perspective of making that kind of content, or just from the perspective of like a viewer of that content. All right. So starting off with reaction videos.
Oh, they're great. Great content. You can do a lot with reaction videos.
And then music, like everything from covers to original music.
Great way to express yourself. Great way to start practicing your vocal ranges and to get music out before spending the money on an original song.
And then the various like marathons, like subathons, donathons, followathons, those kinds of things.
In moderation, they're fantastic. If you're doing one every single month, I feel like it then kind of loses, you kind of like lose it in the sauce type of feeling.
Okay.
Because your community, I've noticed a lot of like community members, if like someone's in it forever, like forever doing brand new like donathon, subathons every single month, a lot of community members will sometimes feel like they're kind of being like just used as like for money.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And then on to the sort of gaming sub round, competitive stuff, like anything with a ranked mode. I think like League or Dota or Valorant, those kinds of games.
I don't have a horse in that race because I play ranked TFT.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like as long as you're not being aggressively competitive or rude to people you're up against, like playful jesting is fine. Don't go like full fucking scorch earth mode on people.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Speedrunning content.
I've seen some really good speedrunning content. I think it's really good content if your community is one that doesn't like to have like a lot of chatting with you when you do it, because you will be very hyperfixated on the game.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Challenge runs, stuff like Nuzlocke, playing a game with only like one type of item and stuff like that.
I do Nuzlocke, so I think they're really fun. But they're not everyone's cup of tea for sure. They're hard.
Yeah. Stuff like party games, the multiplayer, unfortunately named friend slop games, that kind of thing.
I hate that they're called friend slop, first off. I'm going to say how much I hate that term for them.
Yep.
Because it just feels like someone that's being bitter about people playing and having fun with their friends.
Yeah, exactly.
I love friend slop games. I play them all the time with friends. I have like a group of friends that will play like the newest quote-unquote friend slop games. I think they're really great. You can get some really fun content moments. Like a lot of my funniest clips are like my friends falling off the mountain in Peak.
Yeah, that's always a good one.
Yeah.
And then finally full plays. You know, like going through the entirety of a game, maybe not in one stream, but certainly over the course of several streams.
I think it's great content because it gives a reason for your chat to come back. Like if you're doing it, especially like a weekly thing, where it's like, hey, this is our day that we're playing. Because I've done it with like Okami. Like this is our day we're playing Okami, and it gives them a reason to like come back and like try to finish off the game. I think it's the same as like people that do Let's Plays on YouTube. It's just in a live format instead of like a pre-recorded format.
All right. And that is all of those questions. And then finally, I have just like one or two agency-based questions to ask. So, have you ever either auditioned for or been approached by a VTuber agency before?
I was very briefly in an agency. I left due to just creative differences, things like that. Still friends with people that are within the agency. I have auditioned for other agencies that I did not get accepted into. My biggest take on agencies is they're great. They can help you, but don't take it to heart if you don't get picked. I've seen a lot of people get very down on themselves and their own self-worth and value if they're not picked for an agency. At the end of the day, you have to remember, like, the VTubing sphere is freaking huge.
Right.
It is gigantic. There are a lot of people that are going to audition for the same, like, things that you've auditioned for. And just because you didn't get picked doesn't have anything to do with, like, how bad or good your content is. It's just they went with someone else. And so I've not been picked for some weird reasons before. And just don't let it get you down if you've ever, like, auditioned and not been picked. Don't let it, like, evaluate your worth as a person.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, what do you think about the concept of, like, in-house VTubers? The kind of, like, you know, you get in there and they have a role for you to play, and then you kind of squeeze into that. Yes.
Yeah, I think that it's great. If you're okay with starting over or starting as like a new persona type thing, I think it is a great way that you can do that. I think that you're able to kind of play a character. It's definitely more of the embracing and playing the character type role, because I've had a couple of friends that have done that. As long as you're comfortable with the character, go for it. I don't think it's a bad thing, and you're also, at the end of the day, like, especially if you're, like, just starting out or you're wanting, like, a fresh start type of thing, you're getting, like, essentially a free model to play said character.
Yeah, definitely. And then I think that is all of my structured questions that I have. Oh, wait, no, I have one more. If you were able to, if you could add, like, a toggle or, like, an outfit to your model, what would you want to add to it?
I have a list.
Yeah.
A big one that I really want is there's an outfit a friend of mine drew me in that I really want. So there's like a new outfit I want. There's also more spicy type toggles, because I do content on the blue side as well.
Okay.
Those are all kind of like top of the list type things for me, because my community really likes and enjoys those outfits and toggles.
Right.
But I feel like I'm never gonna stop wanting to have like new outfits, new models, things like that. A big one I want is there is a type of ASMR model that my model parents do, and it is so pretty, and it's like a lay down type model, and I really, really want one of those from them.
Okay.
Eventually.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, it might just be a bit.
Yeah. Do I have anything else? I don't think so. So yeah, if you have any, as per usual with the show, if you have any questions for me, I will hand over the proverbial interviewer mic and allow you to ask me anything you want to ask.
So, I guess like, how did you come up with your show? Because I know I do like a talk show as well. How did you come up with the concept for yours?
So it was a combination of things. I think it was first. I definitely just wanted the chance to like get to know more like VTubers and stuff like that. That was certainly a big one. I think also it was this kind of. I guess like I have a love for like interview shows in general, like Hot Ones, comedians in cars getting coffee, that sort of thing, where it's kind of not like the typical like Today Show, like getting on a show like that, but it's more like a just like a conversation. And so I was like, well, I mean, I can tempt VTubers onto the show by offering them like a free bit of art and get the chance to speak to them about like whatever. And then honestly, like I've just been having like a whale of a time doing that.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I kind of feel the same way. That's kind of how I started with like my talk show. Is I wanted to kind of showcase a bunch of different people and have people on that maybe others haven't seen before, and then also like interview peeps that I thought were really cool and interesting as well. Once. But I think that's like I think that's really an awesome, like, I love talk shows. They're a good way of meeting new people.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there any dream interviewees you would like to have on the show?
Oh, there's tons. I think, I suppose top of the list is definitely Raura from Hololive.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because she does something similar to this with other like members, and yeah, I feel like I just well, she's not my top member of Hololive. That's Fuomoko. I feel like I wouldn't be able to match their energy as much as I would with like Raura or someone like that.
That's fair. There's definitely a concept of like matching energy for sure.
Yeah.
There are some peeps where their energy is like off the charts.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to think. Have you done any meet and greets yet?
Oh no.
Yourself personally?
I've attended one as a person to like meet somebody, as in like I was just like going to a meet and greet as like a fan.
Okay.
That was at Anime NYC this year with Milky Ways.
Oh, I love Milky.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah, that was we had a great time with that, for sure.
Yeah, Milky's a sweetheart. I love her.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, no, I've definitely done like the meet and greet things. Like I did that at TwitchCon last year. I got to like meet Mousy and Chibidoki, and quite a couple other people. Like that's how I got to meet Lala. I love Miss Lala. She's so sweet. A good bean. Oh, but ear pop. So sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think cons are really fun. They take a lot out of you though. Like
oh, absolutely.
I had a friend remind me that next week was TwitchCon as I was getting my hair done, and she was like with me at my hair appointment yesterday, and I've never done like a quicker like slow turn to her, and I was like, it's not next week, it's the following week, and she's like, no, we leave on Wednesday, and I'm like, oh, I don't like that new information.
Yeah, wow.
So, yeah, I probably need to do some packing tonight before I stream too. Because I'm just like, now I'm like, my brain's panic thinking, like, you should pack early so you make sure you don't forget anything for the convention, because you will. Or I need to like order something. I had that happen last year where I like packed late and didn't realizing it I needed to order something last minute. And so I had to
Oh.
rush around to find it.
Yeah, it sounds like a nightmare.
The worst feeling in the world. I've had that like used to have like con nightmares when I worked at conventions
Yeah.
where I would like have a nightmare that I forgot either like parts for my booth or I forgot parts for my cosplay, and I would get to the convention and I would just be like SOL, like completely shit out of luck.
Damn.
So stress nightmares are a real thing before conventions, y'all. Not a fun time.
Yeah, now.
So how long have you been drawing?
Well, it's been a while. I think. Well, I mean, obviously, I've been drawing ever since like I could hold a pencil, but
Fair.
I think definitely it's been kind of more of a, I don't want to say like a career focus for me, but it has definitely been more of something that I've taken seriously since like probably middle school is when I was like, I realized I wasn't good at
Okay.
anything else in school, so I might as well just do this. But yeah, no, I think I've always been someone who's been into art. I think yeah, it's always just been my sort of thing, I guess.
No, that's awesome though. I've never been very good at drawing myself, so I'm always impressed when people can do it. Like I've done watercolor painting in the past. It's been a long time. But I'm always impressed by people that can like do drawing in general. And I know like it is a practice skill. It's the same way I tell people with singing where they're like I can't sing. It's like any other muscle, you have to work it or
Yeah, exactly.
you're never going to like find your range with it. Like, I think everyone has the capability to do these things. It's just a matter of them, like, working on it and, like, honing the skill.
Exactly, yeah.
For me, I think most of my skill honing went towards the more physical, like, aspect of like, sewing and things like that. So that's where my art form came in, was the more three-dimensional art style, I guess.
Yeah, I have none of that. When things get a z-axis, my brain shuts off. I don't understand that.
A lot of my brain is 3D thinking, so I think that's why I'm so good at cosplay. Is that my brain
okay.
is like this is where this would go, this is where this other thing would go, etc. You know. But it's definitely like something I know not everyone has the skill of, and it's so hard. There are many times I've like been screaming at my like costumes. In my sewing machine.
Yeah.
I sound like a crazy person. When
I mean, I can imagine several of my other friends who do cosplay also have the same experience. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I think the biggest, most helpful thing I've learned recently with drawing is that it's all just like, I mean, this is gonna sound stupid, but it's all just fucking shapes, man.
Yeah, it really is. I think for me, I have trouble visualizing. So I'll have an idea in my head, and I'll know what I want it to look like. And like with cosplay, I can do that by like just laying out the pattern pieces. With drawing, it's very much you have to trust the process type of thing.
Yeah.
And my brain has a hard time with that, where I'll just be like, it looks terrible. And someone's like, well, you just started. It's like, it looks terrible.
There is definitely a lot of that, but it is always very satisfying when you figure it out, though.
Oh yeah, I feel like that in the cosplay sphere as well. Like, I'll figure out how to finally do something, and my brain is just like, aha!
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I'm just like, ugh. But you like, I'm just impressed with artists. Artists are able to do so much amazing stuff, and that's like one of my biggest things when it comes to VTubing as well. Is like, give your artists credit, dude. Like, your artists do a lot of work for you. They put a lot of work into what they're doing for you. Don't freaking like, don't sell them short. You wouldn't be here without them.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because I'm working with another streamer, a lovely artist by the name of Kuago. And next week, what is that? Yeah, next week, she's going to be teaching me how to do live 2D.
Ooh.
And I'm already nervous about because I've tried going into like live 2D before, and like it's the same thing. My brain just like steams up. I can't. But I'm hoping that we'll be able to get somewhere with the stream next week.
My biggest issue with live 2D is that a lot of the guides, because I've tried to watch like visual guides before. A lot of my issues is the guides are, they'll like start in where they're like, oh, you grab this tool, but because they've changed the entire initial layout of the program, it doesn't match.
Yeah.
To what they say, to like what tool they're saying. So it'll show in one location for them, but then if they're like trying to teach someone in a video, it's not in that location for someone who freshly downloaded the program.
Yeah.
And so I get frustrated because I'm sitting there going, okay, where the fuck do you mean that is? Like, what you mean? There's a thing there.
Yeah.
I'm a very visual learner, and I have to be like shown and then be able to follow along, like step for step. So I get frustrated when guides are like, oh, it's right here, it's right there, and I'm like, but it's not.
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm looking, it's not.
Like, I feel like I'm being lied to. Am I being punked?
You know, these people with their like super personalized setups. Yeah, that I can.
Yeah, and like I understand like the personalized setup. Like, do what you got to like help you use the program. But if you're teaching someone fresh, like, do like a fresh install so people can see like exactly where that's located. Is my biggest thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you do that, it's like way better for someone learning because they're like, oh, okay, cool. Now I know where this would be.
Yeah, exactly.
I love my friends. I get like a random message from a friend who realized that tonight at 3 a.m. is when I'm going to be on front page. All caps. That's tonight? Like, yeah, homie, I told you.
And it's 3 a.m. your time? Is that...
My time. It would be 12 a.m. PST, which is the time slot they like give you for signing up for front page stuff as a partner.
Right, okay.
And so my brain thought it was EST when I signed up for that time slot.
I see.
No, it's not. Because otherwise I would have signed up very differently.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because usually I stream from like 12 a.m. EST until about, oh god, like 5 or 6 a.m. EST. Mm-hmm. So I stream for like 5 or 6 hours usually. But now my brain is like, oh, I'm gonna be up until 11 a.m.
Yeah,
so it's
wow.
from 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. So I'm very likely like here soon gonna be like trying to take another quick power nap so I'm not physically mentally exhausted.
Oh my god, you are a trooper.
Me not reading. Huh?
You are a trooper. Because, like, I struggle with doing this show where it's, like, 2 hours at, like, the most. That's whack. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, most of my streams, like, I do a minimum of 4 hours for a stream.
Do you have any, like, tips or, like, secrets for staying that long?
A lot of it is, like, just kind of preparing yourself, like, have snacks ready, have your drinks and stuff. Also, just kind of, like, be ready to, like, vibe out with chat. That's my biggest thing, is, like, I always try to make sure that I'm ready to, like, vibe out with my community and hang out with them. And I think that's a lot of the reason why I can do as long as I do with streams, is that I get a lot of energy from just hanging out with my community. But there will be days where I've 100% put on, like, reactive videos before with my community and just left it up like fucking Coco Melon playing in the background.
Yeah, like the baby sensory videos.
Yeah, I'll put up, like, horror videos or, like laugh challenge videos, and I'll just quietly be, like watching with them.
Hell yeah, that's the way to do it.
I have definitely fallen asleep during one of those videos before, and my chat's just like, oh my god, that's so funny, and I'm wake up, I'm like, yeah, it's so funny. Like, half asleep. Because my brain, I honestly thought it was tomorrow for the front page, which it is technically, but in my brain, I thought it was, like, the 10th. And then I double-checked it when I got home yesterday, and was like, nope, that's the 9th. That is the 9th at 3 a.m.
Yeah, well, yeah, good luck to you on that. Oh my gosh.
It should be fun. I'm definitely gonna be sleeping some beforehand to try to make sure I don't feel like a complete corpse.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sleepy, sheepy.
You have reminded me of a question I have for. I guess I'm sort of workshopping this question, but as someone who is kind of like, who has built up not even really. So, being a person who has on interview guests and stuff like that, I don't really have my own chat per se. Like, I very much rely on other people's chats coming in, like, and seeing the streams and stuff like that, which I'm fine with most of the time. I'm just sort of like, I don't know if it's like better or not for me to try and do something about that. If that makes any sense, like.
It's good to definitely, like, build up a community of your own as well. It's that double-edged sword thing where it's hard because Twitch's algorithm is really rough. And it's hard to build up those, like, that community sometimes. Which is why, like, I think, like, having Discord servers and having, like, a way of, like, talking to chat and stuff like that really does help a lot. But I feel like it's also what you want to do is, like, at the end of the day, it's like, if you're more comfortable just doing interviews and that's what you want your content to be, go for it. Like, do what's fun for you. Unless you're trying to make it into a career, it's really just do what's best for you, is my biggest advice. Like, do what makes you happy, do what is fun for you. Because you don't want it to turn into where you're dreading a stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
And I think a lot of people get into that pitfall where they overthink the streaming aspect of it and they lose sight of, like, what they're enjoying. Like, they get very numbers focused.
Yeah, I've been told that's a pitfall.
I can tell you that type of thing's, like, rough. When I was doing my partner push, it was very mentally draining at times because you're trying to keep track of everything and then Twitch messing up things, and it can be very stressful.
Right, yeah. Interesting. That's definitely something to think about. Because I've been thinking about it, like, a lot recently, where it's very much like, I don't have any sort of, like, repeat chatters or, like, anyone that I'm kind of like, oh yeah, this is this person.
I feel like you'll start getting that over time if you start doing different content and stuff too. Because when I first started, I would have like one or two repeat chatters that I would have come in, and they would be like, "Oh, hi, like how you doing?" Stuff like that, and it would be like during my like Final Fantasy rating stuff. And then when I became a VTuber, a lot of it is like engage. For me, it was engaging with my chat. Like, I like to make sure everyone feels welcome, where they realize that I see them, they're there, I'm chatting with them. It's hard when you're doing talk shows for that type of thing, though, because you
Yeah.
have to like kind of sneak it in and be like, "Hey, hi, I see you," and then you're just like going back to talking to the chatter.
I have done that a couple of times whenever I get a new follower. I will, if I'm in the middle of a question where someone's answering, I'll like mute my Discord and be like, thank you for the follow. But yeah, yeah, absolutely. What else was I gonna say? Cause like I'm not like super bothered by it. Like honestly, most of my followers are other VTubers,
Yeah.
which, you know, a jury's out on whether or not that's good, but I like it.
Yeah.
So, why is this?
One sec, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
My cat was into something, and I'm like trying to figure out what she was into.
Yeah.
Yeah, she like, oh, she touched the keyboard. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
But no, I do appreciate you like inviting me on. It's a lot of fun. I am sorry that I'm not like as awake as I normally would be.
No, it's fine. I completely understand the circumstances for sure.
Yeah, it's like also like, oh my god, like I thought I had an extra day to like relax before after getting home from that anime con or the anime tattoo convention, and now I'm just like, oh, there's like no time.
Yeah, you're back in the trenches.
Yeah, so now my brain's like, you just have to eat and then sleep. The art's looking fantastic, though.
Thank you, thank you. This comes shockingly easy. I don't know what happened, but when I first like saw your design, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be really something. But then it's kind of just like been very like pleasant to do. I guess it's always hard to tell what like how a thing is gonna be before you do it.
Mm-hmm. It's like it's hard. Life be rough, man.
Very true. If there's one takeaway from this, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you don't have any other questions for me, I can I can release you into the wild from whence you came. But before I do that, would you like to? Do you have anything to plug? Where can the people find you? Where can?
Yeah. So you can find me everywhere at Pegasus Witch VT. I have that username across all socials. Plug wise, I guess the big one is that at 3 a.m. EST, 12 a.m. PST tonight, I will be on Twitch front page. I will be there until 11 a.m. EST or 8 a.m. PST. So if you would like to hop by, I have like a special giveaway that my rep with GamerSubs has actually given me to give away to celebrate the front page promotion.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
And
that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Speaking of, do you have like any codes you want to show while we're here?
Oh, I use the code PEGASUSY on most platforms.
You heard it here first. But yeah, thank you very much for coming on to the show.
No, thank you so much for inviting me. We definitely need to talk more, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your stream. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yep, have a good one.
It was
Bye-bye.
nice meeting everyone. Bye-bye.
Okay. I think I'm going to send you guys to Kua, because I believe she is starting right now. You guys can get an idea of her whole situation. Yep, she just started. Is there anyone else that's on right now? I mean, I no, I'll throw you to Kua. Why not? So be sure to be nice to her. She's very great. She's very very cool, very awesome. And yeah. Do, 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 do. We're hitting Kua with the raid. All right.